Hey guys, my name's Reaygun, and I've been playing a lot of the Call of Duty World War 2 beta recently. I find it is actually a lot of fun, and it's a refreshing change from the look at me with my crazy jetpack, I can fly anywhere I want to go. Being back with your boots on the ground is a very nice change, and it certainly makes the game more skill-based in my opinion, and a lot more fun. And I've just been enjoying it. I know a lot of people have. I've been seeing things that's wrong with the beta, what's right with it, and I've also seen what other people are thinking of it. And the one thing I have to kind of agree with is there are a number of things that do need changing to make the game the best that it can be, I suppose. But if they are on the right path to making Call of Duty back to how it was, I think certainly there are going to have a number of new players coming back from the olden days who are very impressed with the way they're going with World War II, rather than all those futuristic Call of Duties that have already been released in the previous years. So the first thing is, like I say, that it's done right, is it certainly does feel a lot better. It feels more refreshing, just for the fact that there's no jetpacks, jump packs, people jumping over your heads and all that stupid type of shit. Now, there's no PC beta, so I don't really know what it's like on PC, but I'm hoping that when they do release a PC beta, it's not going to be the worst PC port in history like the previous games. Hint, hint, please take a hint, guys. If any of developers and stuff are watching this, you need to make the PC port good. Otherwise, your sales are just going to be so bad on Steam and stuff. But on the console version, I get jump shotted a lot. It's very annoying. Like, just because of how slow the sensitivity is on console like, compared to PC, it's so AIDS. Like, the jump shots are ridiculous. But then that, of course, you're going to have people camping. It's a normal Call of Duty game, team deathmatch and stuff. You're going to have people camping for those score streaks, which it's really glad to see that score streaks are kind of difficult to get now. So for those even camping to get them, they're not going to always be guaranteed to get them with that play style they're using. So for someone like me, I always try to flank the campers and get them from behind. It's an easy way to shut them down. I suggest you guys do it if you ever get put against campers, because there's a lot of them in team deathmatch. I like my team deathmatch, but, you know, I like running around crazily in games, which is where the problems lie in with team deathmatch. The sprint out times in this World War II beta is ridiculous. Anyone who likes to run and gun, or just run around with an SMG and an assault rifle, okay, with an assault rifle I kind of get it, it's meant to be medium to long range, not up close. But when you've got a shotgun or a SMG, and your sprint out time is slow as fuck, it's not helping anyone at all. Like, it's kind of encouraging people to say, right, let's sit in this building and just wait for people to run past us and just spray them down when they do, because they'll be sprinting, and they kind of fucked. It's ridiculous, so they do need to change that, definitely. Another thing we've noticed is that some game modes are a little bit ridiculous, like Domination. The objective and kill scores in that are too low. There's a number of things that I've seen people complain about. So they do need to increase the score you get for kills and objectives play in Domination. Team Deathmatch, people kind of want them to see what it'd be like if they increased the limit to 100, so the total kills to 100, instead of just 75, because the games are super quick. That is something I kind of agree with. Then, of course, you've got your SMGs, your assault rifles, your LMGs, your snipers. In the beta, the current maps they're not really there for snipers, apart from the one in Wargame where you can actually get away with using it. But the maps are too small in the beta, so we need to see the other maps. Well, of course, when the full game comes out, there'll be more people sniping. But there's an improvement. The snipers are very nice to use. Some of them are like 2 shots to kill, and then you've got the odd one that's like a 1 shot above the hip and stuff like that. So they are very nice for the snipers. I'm happy with that. And then, of course, you've got your LMGs. Now, I haven't seen a single person use LMGs throughout the beta, because there's no plus side to using them. Like, I would imagine using an LMG to sit there and protect an area, so they're good for objective play on kind of long-range maps or medium-range maps. Like I say, they're very short-based maps, these are, so it's not really something that people will be using. I suppose in wargames, maybe it's good to sit there defending side with it, so you can just sit in one spot and shred a bunch of enemies that come through, so that's something that's there. But other than that, they're not really good. I mean, they've got low magazine capacity, low ammo, so there is really no reason to use them at all currently in the game. But we'll have to see what they do with this and see what they come up with to fix these problems. And then another thing is, there is different options for your classes, so you have your divisions, and you have certain things like the Air Force one, or whatever it is, I can't remember the name of it now. But I use it for SMGs because they give you a silencer for your SMGs. And I don't know, I just kind of find that a bit ridiculous that SMGs are the only type of guns that get suppressors if you're using that division. That just doesn't make sense to me in my head. But hey, apparently, you know, in previous Call of Duty games, putting suppressors on other guns must have been a bit crazy, so hey, what do we know? But other than that, guys, I think they are going in the right the right steps to making the game really good. And I'd like to see what they're doing with this from now. They do also need to increase the footstep sounds. That is a problem. Like, unless you've got like an Astro headset, you're kind of stuffed, so I don't think most people really want to spend that much money on a headset just to hear footsteps behind them. So they do need to kind of increase footsteps for the average user playing the game. And a few score streaks. I see people complaining about the Paratrooper score streak being too weak. I don't know, I kind of think like if people are going to land down, they kind of need to be a bit powerful like the dogs used to be in in World at War. Those were crazy times. Like, dogs incoming, and everyone's like, right, okay, time to hide, the dog's going to rip us a new one. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, definitely try out the different game modes if you manage to get into the beta, guys. It is so good. I recommend the war game mode. I see people complaining about people not playing the objective, so that's not really something that people can fix, but they can put incentives in to play the game mode, like more score, more XP, stuff like that. But that is probably my favourite game mode in my opinion, just because of how fun. It's kind of like Battlefield 1 Operations, but on a much smaller scale, and it does feel nice and refreshing with COD, so that is something that I'll be playing a lot more of, as they've just raised the level cap. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and click like below if you did, and subscribe to keep up to date with my content. Remember, my name's Reaygun, and I'll see you again in the future. Peace!